Today's story is international. Rwanda, Uganda. Bebe Cool last night dropped a bombshell. It was a shocker when he accused former Miss Rwanda, Jolly Mutesi, of scamming him. Mutesi was a Miss Rwanda in 2016. She's one of those popular Miss Rwandas, I think, the country has had, because she has actually been here a couple of times, hung out with some senior people. Even our chief of defense forces is among people that have taken a liking to her. Is once in a while he posts about her. So Bebe Cool takes to his ex last night and says that Mutesi is a scammer and she scammed him last year about something that they were supposed to do in London. Now Bebe Cool didn't specify exactly what happened. He just posted her pictures and said she's a scammer. And then he tagged the CDF of Uganda, General Kainerugaba, and then the president of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, and then Arsenal. So maybe it was something to do with Arsenal, because we know Bebe Cool has a son who is in sports, Alpha Thierry Sali, and then Bebe Cool is also a sports person. He loves sports. He's a huge fan. So he didn't specify exactly what happened, but he has promised to send details. So when Bebe Cool dropped the first post, Mutesi immediately responded and said that what Bebe Cool is saying is not true. And she also later, I'm going to, as you'll be seeing, I'm going to be sharing screenshots of what the conversation was about. And then later she also went to her Facebook and dropped a timeline of people that have reported to her that people have been using her name to try to scam people. And this is not new. Impersonation is not something new on social media. We've seen a lot of people get arrested over impersonating very senior people in government. One of the most prominent cases have been of the first daughter, Natasha Museveni Karujire. She has had several cases of impersonation. People impersonate her, they arrest them, then someone new comes up. So it seems people make a lot of money from these scams, because otherwise, why would someone take a risk to impersonate someone from the first family? That's a very huge risk. So Mutesi goes on social media to even shares emails from people that have that have been scammed or tried to be scammed, and then later found out that it was wrong, and then they had to send her emails. So Bebe Cool later posts a phone number and claims it's for Mutesi. Mutesi hasn't responded to that claim yet, so we don't know, because in the first post she was so fast with the response, but now the post where Bebe Cool shares the phone number, she didn't respond. We don't know why she hasn't responded yet. Bebe Cool has, of course, promised to share more details. We are waiting for that. But we know scams are a thing. People always get scammed because, of course, unemployment. Some people are criminals. They like quick bucks. They don't want to work hard. So we just have to wait and see how this plays out. And maybe now that Bebe Cool is a well-connected man, Mutesi is a well-connected woman, hopefully if it's true, they will find a way to settle it out, because they all know big people in governments and who can sit down and have this issue rectified. But also Mutesi, we need to know that some time back she was also almost scammed. I don't know if you guys followed the case of this South African scammer who was also accused of transnational scams and then trying to do some sexual offenses. I can't mention the words here because of YouTube. You can Google about him. He's called Thabo Bester, Thabo, then Bester, Bester. I guess the Bester name makes sense since he was besting people. And then he was involved, him and his girlfriend called Nandipa Magudumana. Nandipa is Nandhipa, Magudumana, as you can hear it. Their case is actually going to be heard for the first time, and then sentencing will happen in July. They did a lot of scams. At one point, they even manipulated a dead body so that he can escape. they committed a lot of. You just need to get time and go to to Google and research about it. I don't want to go into all those details because there's a lot of information about it that you can, even if you type like in ChatGPT to give you a summary of the case, it could easily give you the summary. I don't want to go into it because it's not what I'm interested in here. So that Tababesta guy once lured Mutesi into South Africa, promising her to appear in a Netflix series that would also feature celebrities like Drake, and he promised lots of money, millions of dollars. But Mutesi was actually lucky. I think before she could travel, that's when the scandal blew up of him using his doctor girlfriend Nandipa to escape from prison and then getting arrested again. And the case, of course, it was highly publicized. It became an international issue because the guy was involved in so many scams across the globe. So that's how I think Mutesi managed to survive. So she also highlighted that some time back. But Mutesi, we've also seen that she's a very luxurious girl. We saw her house, as you can see on the video. Her house, very nice mansion, almost I think $1 million. Very huge house. Rwandans are not people that are known for being splashy and showy, but she showed off that house recently, and man, it's such a marvel. She's actually still in her 20s. So for someone at her age having such a mansion was such a huge achievement. Anyway, that's the case of Bebe Cool and Mutesi for now. Let's wait and see how it plays out. Any more information that comes up, I'll be here to share it. But for now, we just have to leave it to authorities because both of them are denying. Bebe Cool has promised us information. He hasn't shared it in detail yet. So we wait. Peace out.